You know, when you're doing something and you're moving right in God's eyes, and you're trying to accomplish things, and you're trying to get the word out, and you're doing what you do, you have to learn how to ignore the naysayers. People who are going to say you're bitter, you're angry. Why are you saying this? Why are you saying it? Why are you beefing with such? When they don't know your background, they don't know your life, they don't know what you had to go through, they don't know none of that. Everybody should be grateful to still have their mom or their dad in their life. Some people don't. Some people have their mom and dad and still don't have no relationship with them. Some people just understand and realize and have come awakened to who everybody is. And I mean, it does not have to be family. It could be friends. It could be coworkers. It can be people around your neighborhood. Don't be afraid to continue to stand in your truth and to speak out, even when other people want to take shots, or even when other people want to say you're bitter, or you're angry, or this and that. Because see, a lot of times when you start to do something that somebody else has been doing for years and years and years and years, they're going to have a problem with you because you do it differently. You don't march to everybody else's beat. You deliver your messages. You do everything else different than what everybody else do. At your job, you may do something different. But it's somebody that's been there 20 or 30 years that's making way more money than you. But yet still they look at you with envy in their eyes. Why? Because you're a different breed and you do things differently. Not everybody is going to agree with what you're doing. But what you need to do is ignore those naysayers. It doesn't matter what they say. Continue on your path and what God has for you to do. You can't worry about what everybody got to say about you. If you continue to let people words discourage you and not continue to move forward, that's a setup for failure. Nobody can determine or know your outcome but God. Nobody else can predict it. Nobody can switch destinies. Nobody can block you. Whatever's meant to be is gonna be. And if it's you may not be everybody's cup of tea, and they may not like you. That's fine. But I have a hard time understanding how people can watch somebody that they don't like. When you don't like somebody, it's normal for you not to say nothing to that person, not even want to look at that person's face. But see, your haters be your biggest fans on the low. That's really what it is. Your haters be your biggest fans. Them be the ones that watch you, got something to say, but then they duplicate or switch their words around to say the same stuff that you saying. So some people just need attention. Even if they got a lot of it, they need more. So they have to be messy. They have to post stuff. They have to do this. They have to do that just to get the attention. You never starving for attention when you walk in a room, but with some kind of way you always get it. It's just that certain presence about you. Never change who you are because it got you to where you are now. Your biggest haters are your biggest supporters because they still watching. They still got something to say. You ain't paying them no attention. You see how that work? Focus on your path and what you got to do. Stop worrying about everybody else because you don't follow the same way they do things. Or you don't go about doing things that way they do it. You different. It's just what it is. Embrace being different. Because a lot of times that's the best thing. Who wants to be the same as everybody else? Who wants to be the same as everybody that's to fall in the same trap? To be in denial, to hide behind religion and say they love and light, but they really not. They be the first ones to try to curse. They be the first ones to put hexes, but they love and light in front of you. Know the difference. Some people are just regular people who have something to say. They ain't looking for clout. They ain't worried about money, and they not worried about trying to be better than nobody else. They just being them. It's just that simple. And somebody sent me a message saying that they believe they've been cursed. You probably have. A lot of people have been cursed since birth. Before you even got out your mama's womb, you probably was cursed. You was cursed to have lacking funds. You was cursed never to have a true relationship or get married. You was cursed in every aspect of your life. And then when you figure out where this stuff is coming from, then you know what happens then? They try to eliminate all researchers, all resources, all friendships, anybody connected with you. They want you on the island by yourself because now you know what they do. And you know exactly how and why your life has been on a standstill. Because you realize that somebody around you been cursing you. Your whole entire life. They cursed your relationship. They cursed your money. They cursed everything. Now it's up to you to break them. They can't win unless you let them win. Keep calling people out. Stop. Don't worry about people saying, oh, you bitter, you beefing, you on here beefing and doing this with some people you shouldn't be. They don't know your story. You not a victim, you victorious. Now dance in your victory. But you continue to call out these naysayers and these liars. I don't care if they're in your life. Everybody's not going to clap for you. But the only clapping and the only applause you need is from the Almighty God. Believe that.